Anybody awake out there? Hello? Greetings. Anybody awake? Hello, 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 hello. I'm not looking at the screen for a second there. Just, there we go. All right, now looking back here. Anybody around? What the heck's going on today? Surprised Bird's not even awake yet. Or is he? Is Bird awake? There he is! There's Birds. There's Mr. Miles. It's Captain Trek. No, I got nailed. I got nailed, Bird. I finally did a video I put together. I mean, I edited stuff. I finally did something. And I got a copyright claim right off the bat as soon as I loaded it up. Bam. Right when I loaded the damn thing up. Of course, I'm fighting it. Because it's a music video to the song Aberjam sent me. I'm fighting it. So I don't know if anybody can see it or what. I just loaded it up about 15 minutes ago, right before I took this live stream. I don't have another video service. Let me see if I can even link it in here and if you guys can even see it, because I took a long time trying to figure this one out on how to do it. Says I have some views to it though, so I don't know. There's a link to the video that I did. See, Captain Trek saw it. Okay, so at least some people are seeing it. I even made sure that I didn't put anything on there like my PayPal or anything else, so they can't say I'm trying to make money off of it. Okay, I understand, Bird. Number one sci-fi's here. Hello. I mean, this is my first attempt. This is my first real attempt at just making any kind of a little video and trying to work on my editing skills. It's just my first attempt. So, no, it's not going to be professional. It's not going to look like Mr. Miles stuff or anything else. It's not going to look like all that. But I'm trying. Okay. And if anybody wants to jump up here, what the hell? But all I'm saying is I'm trying. I woke up early this morning and I sat here and I thought to myself, what the hell? I'm going to attempt to do something. Yeah, I clicked on that, but I also sent a thing in. I'm fighting it because it is parody. It is a parody and it is covered under protection as a parody. So I am fighting it. So I had to fill out all that bullshit. Greetings, Schronemer. That's okay that you won't be able to talk much. All right, we got number one sci-fi up here. Helps if I pay attention to what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, this song sounded good to me, man.
I loved it. The Aberjam UK sent it to me.
I mean, it sounds good. I like the stuff you're using in the background of Star Trek and stuff like that too. You know, from the different series. Is that why you're getting struck because of that, or what?
No, I got struck right off the bat because of the song.
Okay.
Because BMI automatically assumes it's the T-Rex song, and they don't know that it's a parody because all the lyrics have been transformed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it sounds good to me, man. I mean, you say it doesn't sound professional, but it sounds pretty close to me.
Oh,
Yeah. And now you got Star Wars in it towards the end, I guess.
well, I went with all his lyrics that he wrote, and each verse is about one of the franchises. So I tried to find pictures that would go with the song, sort of, kind of, and I just said the hell with it, and I just started throwing things together. But it's my first real attempt at editing, so
Maybe you just need to put a. You don't have to put a disclaimer, right? In there.
no. But I also put in there that it is a parody. I put up there that it was parody of T-Rex's Bang a Gong. It's all listed in there. It's that damn robot system. As soon as they heard the first few seconds of the song start, it automatically claims that bullshit. And then you got to go fight with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still up though, so. Guess that's cool.
Yeah, it mostly said it wouldn't be monetized and all that bullshit to it.
Oh, who cares?
And might be restricted in certain countries. But that's why I'm fighting. It shouldn't be restricted. Hey, Biden. Hello, I'm Ricky.
Hey, what's up?
And Captain Trek says I really need some chairs backstage.
Chairs.
Yeah, and he just popped right up. So hello, 47 Yorktown. And he's awake?
Yeah, he's not going to school. He's been sick.
Join the
Hopefully.
crowd.
I don't even have school.
Yeah, his school's pretty much out right now.
Yeah, they're shutting everything down. They're all paranoid over everything.
Yeah.
I don't go to sleep.
He doesn't go to sleep, he says, which is bullshit.
Yeah, because he slept and didn't wake you up for your alarm.
Yeah, dude. Well, you know what? The funny thing is I go to sleep after him and wake up before him. So it's like, oh my God. It's like he sleeps so much.
Oh, 6:30 in the morning. I can't believe I'm still up moving.
Yeah, I got a couple more hours, a few more hours before I go to bed. A couple more hours at least. Just rebuilding all my Premiere shit. For easy access. But I had time to clean up my drive and shit before I rebuilt these PCs, so pretty much have to do everything from scratch and rebuild it real quick.
No, Biden, I have not been up all night. I actually went to bed at a decent time last night, around 10 o'clock.
Wow.
But I woke up like at 3:30.
Yeah, I woke up about the same time.
So that's when I decided to make that music
What's the
video.
final boss, but it's the easiest to kill.
Biden touch.
You're doing like,
Oh, look,
what
it's
the heck?
switch to
Oh, now
resolve.
he's doing damage. Now he wants to do enough damage.
No, I'm not going to switch. I got the full package, and Photoshop's just too
Dude,
good of a tool.
now he wants to do enough damage to kill him.
I'm still trying to figure out resolve, so I did that whole video of mine this morning with that VSDC.
As soon as he hits me with that, I just
I might
started
pick up Blender though,
kill.
since I've got the extra cores, and Blender favors AMD right now. So
There you go. Don't mind me.
Blender.
I forgot to take my pills, so I'm like grabbing.
So where were you the other day, Mr. Miles, when I was playing all the Atlantis and fucking Stargate themes? Right. What doesn't favor? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The 3950X has been working good for me so far. Knock on wood. Particle board.
That would be faux wood.
Yeah, fake wood or whatever you want to call it. Just enough to be called wood. He has been distracted. I know. I mean, working in that Kurdistani fucking sweatshop, dude.
Yeah, don't forget that today is Friday the 13th. You know.
Yes.
Oh, cool. I had totally forgotten.
My birthday falls on Friday the 13th every 6 years. In like grade school, they'd be like, "Devil child, you were born on Friday the 13th, your birthday." Rawr.
Devil child.
For real though, I was like in like grade school because
Oh my
Friday the 13th.
god, bro. Those are such stupid attacks. I hate those attacks.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised if they halt the Dow sometime today if it starts dropping again like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things are out of commission. I mean, a lot of things that are making serious money are shut down. I mean, when the NBA shuts down, dude, I mean, the NBA brings in a shitload of money, dude. So, I mean, when organizations like that start shutting down, it's usually people start thinking shit. But Florida's been what? I think we're at like 114 cases or something. But right now, they're all in South Florida. So, like Miami, Miami-Dade, that area, all down there, they have a lot of cases right now. There was one in Okaloosa County where I'm at, but nothing since then.
Mr. Miles says he hasn't had anything sent to him in weeks. Well, that's because Mr. Miles, AT's got all these other people putting videos up on his thing for him. He doesn't have to work as hard.
Wouldn't that be nice to be able to just go on, do live streams, take over other people's live streams, and have other people do videos for you? And hey, he has all the fun, gets all the money. Well, most of it.
I mean, this is all fun to me. I don't know, but cool.
By the way, Mr. Miles,
I mean,
you earned a raise. You've earned a raise, just because I say so.
The hell?
I told you, you're all welcome on Ensign's Island, man. I mean, you don't have to be a Kurogan. You don't have to be a Turistani.
Dings.
Is there an asylum there already?
Yes, there's already asylum, and you get your own fiefdom. And there's blackjack and hookers always wear red, so you can pick them out of the crowd, and you're not supposed to wear red. Otherwise, our security bots might pick you out as hookers. They will be more than happy to show you to the pleasure district, and yeah. And the only rule is you can't have pineapple pizza.
I could live with that.
Both the combination of pineapple and pizza will result in swift death.
How about pineapple upside down cake?
Anything with pineapple is great, just not on pizza.
No.
Oh, come on. Pizza and pineapple go together.
You can have pineapple and pizza, but once you combine the two, our security staff will swiftly kill you.
What if you put both into your mouth at the same time? Does that count?
Oh, yes, that counts. Ooh,
Yes.
ooh.
Yeah, and Farscape videos, dude. I mean, I'm thinking about doing like Andromeda and other shit too. All the good stuff. I mean, like there's a lot of stuff that no one covers. Everybody's kind of picked a niche and kind of went with it. And then everybody's up in arms about Picard. So, I mean, I don't know. It's a really fucking twisted world out there with Picard right now. I mean, like I look on Facebook and Facebook, it's like, oh, it's the most beautiful actor. This is the most awesome. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like the last two episodes were fucking great. You know what I'm saying? Even the podcasts and the ones not related to Trek podcasts are like, these are two pretty decent episodes. And then they nitpick on them and shit, but not to the extent that other people nitpick on them. But I mean, the reception there is overwhelmingly positive.
Mr. Londo says I'm doing an unforgivable sin by putting pineapple on a pizza.
Yeah, Mr. Londell is my lawyer, yo.
Oh.
He gets the lawyer position. So he can swiftly saw my security forces to put the pineapple on pizza people to death.
So you want to put me to? Okay.
No, I mean, like you said, you could have all the pineapple you want and all the pizza, just not pineapple on pizza.
I'll slap that shit on myself.
Actually, I think you should make an exception. But you have to pay like $1,000 a slice.
There you go. Or maybe I'll make a little part of the island and just put all the pineapple pizza there, people there, and just call it the Forbidden Place.
Yes. They're quarantined from the rest of us.
Make like a little prison island and have it like a force field around.
We don't
it.
have prisons on Ensign's Island. Everybody's happy there. Except the pineapple pizza eating people.
Yeah.
Pineapple prison. That's what it is.
Mr. Miles.
A prison shaped like a pineapple.
Mr. Miles will get immediately control.
Oh yeah, Mr. Miles. He's like, pineapple pizza is amazing. It is to some people, but not on Ensign's Island.
Yeah, not on Ensign's Island, dude.
And we float above Kuroga and Turdistani on antimatter reactors, so we leave the mining of the orphans and all they have some fascination with orphans and the mines, and I don't know what that's all about, but we don't do any of that. And our 23rd president was a former Krogan orphan slave. So yeah, everybody's welcome to Ensign's Island, especially orphans that are working in the mines.
Everyone except people who like pineapple.
Yeah, unless those orphans happen to like pineapple pizza, then that's the only exception.
Hey, the orphans that like pineapple on pizza can always come to Bunnyland.
There you go. Bunnyland's open to them too. Or they can go back to Kuroga.
Well, keep in mind the orphans may only
pineapple.
don't get a lot of choice on what foods they get, so you can give them a little slack.
Maybe we might cut slack for the orphans.
Well,
The only uranium miners we have in Bunnyland are those that like Star Trek Discovery.
We built robots to do that for us. We don't have to worry about these petty miners. That's peasant.
Wrenchopolis. Here we go. We got Wrenchopolis piping in.
Wrenchopolis. It's a beer pop based economy. So, where everybody gets a wrench, you get a wrench. We make hemp.
They got hemp wrenches.
Yeah, I mean, Ensign's Island's only to be rivaled by the United States of Interrami.
So what the hell is everybody doing this early in the morning?
I'm always awake at this time.
Yeah, I just got off of work like 3 hours ago.
By the way, where's my pizza?
Right? Cold as a motherfucker right now. I have to initiate my inner Admiral Clancy. My descendant Clancy, my great granddaughter.
dang, my great grandmother.
Yes, and add another great, and then it's mine.
Yeah.
DiGiorno, dude, bro, DiGiorno is the shit. It's like the best home pizza. Other than that, I mean, there was this one time where Tombstone made this garlic bread fucking crust pizza.
Oh, I remember that.
That shit was the fire, dude.
You're wrong.
The fire. It was like the best shit ever. And then they stopped making it. And I was like, well, fuck you, Tombstone. I'm gonna go to DiGiorno. But I mean, they make the good specialty weird pizzas. But DiGiorno's got the good ones.
Wrong. The best home pizza is home run.
He likes home run in. I don't know. I mean, home run in's all right, but then you only eat cheese. So what the fuck do you know?
How many kinds of cheese does he like, or is it just cheese?
He is fucking plain Jane, dude. He is the fucking pickiest eater. Even now, 11 years later, the motherfucker only eats like 8 things. Doesn't touch like meat. except for chicken in the form of orange chicken or chicken nuggets. That's the one, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Grilled cheese, eggs, very, very basic Jane bitch type shit. He's a basic bitch.
Well, when he's old enough, he'll.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, ew, steak. I'm like, dude, this is the most fucking amazing shit ever, dude. I mean,
Ooh, steak.
and
Ooh,
The only reason I don't like steak is because you made it bland.
look at these. I made it bland,
bland.
bastard.
How do you make steak bland?
Right? No, look at steak.
It tasted more like water than it did. It tastes like meat.
I don't know. But he's a basic bitch. So I can't even take him anywhere to eat. Like, he won't even eat hamburgers or anything. So I have to, like, separately go get him separate shit. Little fucking bastard. This is my grandparents. They spoiled the shit out of him, man. They kind of destroyed any hopes of anything fucking of trying to feed him anything. It's like, literally, when I was at work, they watched him. So it was, they would take him out. My grandparents do not cook. So they go out all the time. So he's been pretty much catered to in that respect his whole fucking life, unless we had to cook something at home for him. But it's like quesadillas. I mean, the simplest fucking shit. Cheese, just cheese pizza. So I mean, it's very easy to cook at meals. That's for sure. But I mean, it's like he just doesn't have a variety. I think maybe when you get older, because I mean, even it was about his age when I started liking other stuff. Yes, Tombstone, he loves their sauce. Mr. Miles loves Tombstone sauce.
Mr. Miles could eat anything with Tombstone sauce on it.
Yeah, dude.
Even Grimaldi's?
Oh, Grimaldi's is horrible. Oh my god. That was really bad. They had like a New York chain, like this big, famous New York chain, Grimaldi's, right? Come down to here, and I was like, well, I'm from Chicago. Let's go criticize this fucking place. So fucking we would go there. It was just me and him. And I don't drink alcohol, all right?
Even
I mean,
my
like,
aunt's dog wouldn't eat it.
it was so
Ooh.
fucking bad, dude. I mean, it was really bad. She like comes up to me. She's like, all right, so what do you want in your pizza? So I'm like, this. And she's like, well, we only suggest that you have like 1 or 2 toppings for your pizza. Like, okay. Well, fucking this and this, you know. So, but they have those like fire 10,000 degree ovens where they shove it in for 3 minutes and then pull it out real quick, and it's a fucking pizza. Well, they kind of gave me this burned wafer with bubbles and some toppings on it, and I think I got a salad and a couple Cokes or something, and it was like $36. I was like, man, I'm never going to fucking place again. It's fucking horrible. I was like, this is not even pizza. It was like they sent me this like disc of just dried bread with bubbles. I don't know.
Thank you, no.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, like we've got free pizza our whole lives, so I mean, it's subjective. We've had to live off pizza at times.
Oh yeah.
Nothing wrong with pizza. It's like healthy for you.
Well, it's even better when it's free.
It's got weed in it. So there's that food group covered. It's got some vegetables in it, so that's covered.
Well, I mean, the pizza's versatile. It could be anything. So I mean, that is the one unique thing of pizza.
I could really go for a breakfast pizza about now.
Oh,
Not I.
damn you. Wait a minute. Why not?
I'm barely in the mood for pizza. I need to save money.
Yeah, because he works at the place.
I just thought you were meaning you didn't care for breakfast pizza.
No, I'm not a fan of breakfast anything really. I mean, like, fuck, I don't even eat fucking breakfast. I literally just go to sleep and I wake up at like 4 p.m. and I eat once a day at work. Usually, if I can trade pizza to somewhere for something, I'll trade pizza. If not, maybe one of the local restaurants. But most of the restaurants are willing to trade, so I can just trade free pizza for free food. It works for me. But we trade with like TJF, Fleming Steakhouse, all sorts of stuff. No, but I make them. I make them for myself. Yeah, I also make strombolis for myself, and sometimes my employees will be like, dude, can you make those for me?
You keep saying all these things, and Mr. Miles is going to want to move in with you.
Right.
No kidding.
You are a pizza. Yeah, I am. Pizza has paid for over half of my life, has paid my bills. So I'm in 24, 25 years in pizza. A long time.
Ensign Ricky, the notorious pizza bandit.
I like that.
Pizza master. Yes, I can make and manipulate pizzas in many, many ways. I'm a master of dough.
Mr. Miles says you couldn't pay him to live in Florida.
It's, you know what? It's the only thing that sucks down here is the humidity.
Yeah, and it's been in the 80s all week now.
Oh fuck! I mean, like it's the weather's nice, but when the humidity hits, dude, I mean, like I take a shower and I'm still wet driving to work 25 fucking minutes later. That's how fucking humid it is here. You can't even dry off coming out the goddamn shower. It's so fucked up. It's like up in north. Plus, we have hard water up north, so I mean, it's like when you're out the shower, you're dry in like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just usually fucking cold and miserable. So I mean, like you dry off really fucking quick. But down here, it's not the case. I mean, that humidity takes you and it sticks to you. And Florida is a very good place if you like being wet most of the day, because I am usually sweating, covered in dust, like just fucking sweating my ass off next to a fucking 3 ovens. You know, I mean, it gets crazy.
You have pollen on your windshield a lot too, right?
What's one?
You have pollen.
Oh yeah, because we're all silt. We get silt from the sea because we're so close.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like you wash your car and it's fucking covered the next day. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, the pollen is crazy around here.
It's weird though. I mean, like this is the only place where I see where it rains, and it looks like it hasn't rained. And you know, at 10 minutes later, it looks like it never rained. It's so fucking.
Biden, that's not humidity. That's sand. You're getting up your butt crack.
Well, I mean, yeah, Illinois gets humid in the summer, but not to the fucking extent that it does here. I mean, this is like you live your life wet. If you are not used to being wet, don't move here at all. Because I mean, you fucking soak. Whether you're sweating your ass off or you're just fucking drying or fucking taking a shower or swimming or whatever. But this is a very wet environment.
Yeah, and it only gets worse as it gets more and more hot, obviously.
And the further south you go.
Well, yeah, and that too.
I mean, what fucking Miami's like almost 30 fucking % more humid than we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because California closed Disney. So they're closing Disneyland now. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Disney World here in Florida closed up pretty soon too.
Well,
I thought I heard he was.
Yeah, if they close, Disney said they were going to close both parks. But but what that closes, I mean, the thing is right now, like I have all the spring breakers here, and there's thousands of people here right now, and it doesn't look like it's stopping anybody from coming, just because Destin is so close to everybody that everybody just drives here. Most of the people just drive here because it's literally $150 in gas here and back to wherever the fuck you are for a beach vacation. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but right now there is fucking kids everywhere, all over the place. Every house is like 30 kids a house. It's ridiculous, and it's showing no signs of stopping right now. So I think people are coming down even amidst that. But I mean, the big decider here will see how the summer goes, because the summer is our busiest time. That's when everybody's here. Like we get, I think, 5 million people at once and on one road. So I mean, it gets fucking pretty crazy here. I mean, there's one road, 5 million people. And
so it gets backed up.
Yeah, I mean, our traffic here is worse than Chicago's traffic, 100%. I'd rather get stuck in the worst rush hour in Chicago than drive to work like the fucking shit I have to do, because this is literally a one-road situation all the way through, and there's no way around at some points. So, I mean, you are stuck on that one road, and you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, sometimes I'll go on a delivery and I won't be back for 2 hours. The traffic is literally that bad. So, I mean, we'll take 3 or 4 at a time, but I might not get back to the store for a fucking hour. It's crazy. It gets nuts with us just because it's, you know, there's nowhere to go. And Uber, it doesn't matter what you do. And pizza, we are normal. Our normal quote time in the middle of July is 1.5 to 2 hours. And people are happy to wait. Yeah, that's how
Talk about adding more lanes or anything like that.
they're doing construction right now. But I mean, they've added I think 1 or 2 more lanes, but it's still one road. So you know, I mean, like, and they didn't make them all the way through. See, Destin's got this thing that says, "Hey, we're gonna put like these little palm trees in the middle of the road, a little fucking bench where you could sit in the middle of the fucking road, this little island filled with all these trees. Well, knock all that shit out and make it a goddamn center lane so we can get the fuck around." But they want to be pretty, you know what I'm saying? And like a lot of Florida does that. They just fucking they take the middle of the road and make it some fucking monument. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that doing for anybody? You know, I mean, I don't know. But right now we're going through serious construction and they're opening it up. This construction's been going on for about 3 years now, just opening up the lanes. And I don't know how much more it's going to help, just because there's just so many fucking people here. I mean, it's one road. So, I mean, it's like, you know, you're fucked. I mean, Uber's a 2-hour wait. Pizza's a 2-hour wait. And it doesn't matter if you call us, if Papa, you know, fucking Domino's or Pizza Hut, everywhere you're going to call, it's going to be an hour and a half to 2 hours. And everybody's happy with it because it's going to take them that long to get in their car, drive to our store, wait for us to make it, and then probably eat it on the way home. And it's probably going to take that long. So people just wait. You're stuck. And if you don't do everything here before noon, you're done. Yeah, you're fucked for the day. You're going to be so behind by the time you get home. It's going to be like 8 p.m. So it's fucking crazy. But it's the worst traffic I've probably ever seen, you know, at least in the U.S. And it's like driving to work from here is about 40 minutes. It takes me about 40 minutes to get to work. And in the summer, easy hour, 45 minutes, sometimes 2.5 hours.
Yeah. I mean, the worst traffic I've ever seen was on I-5 in California.
Yeah, I haven't been to. I only went to Los Angeles once.
Yeah.
And, I've been a lot of Northern California, Humboldt County, Trinity County.
Well, and then probably the DC area was the second word, that traffic when you're trying to get from Virginia into DC. Yeah, that is crazy as well.
They won't let us. The company won't let Mr. Miles. The Papa John's doesn't allow the use of motorcycles or mopeds.
That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. We have Jimmy John's that do it out here. Even some of those app deliverers like Grubhub and shit like that, sometimes they have them too.
Yeah, have you ever been to Washington, D.C.?
No.
Okay.
No, I've never been to Virginia.
Well, I mean, Washington, D.C. is more Maryland.
Is it? Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I've
it's technically Maryland, but
well, technically it's not, but it is, but it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's its own thing, obviously, but
well, it's not. It's like it's its own state, basically, its own country, basically.
Yeah.
And it's like the same. The City of London. The City of London's got a town in the middle of London called the City of London, and it's got its own mayor. It's got its own little things, and it's blocked off by a fucking huge castle. And the reason why is because Henry the Conqueror couldn't conquer this city, so he let this city be. And since then, no one changed the rule. So there's actually a city in London called the City of London, and it's got its own mayor, its own guard, its own everything. But it's surrounded by like this big castle. It's really fucked up. I was like,
yeah, and because
hello, Matt from Muppets, and hello, Jeff Franklin.
I've been to the Congressional Building, and
good morning.
Obviously now I'm sure the access to everything has been pretty much blocked off because of you know, the 911 mainly and stuff like that. But yeah, just the you know, the roadway, because everything is diagonal there. If you ever seen how DC is laid out, it's like a diamond kind of like, but it's very weird.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in Boston, I've been to New York, I've been to Philadelphia, I've been to LA, Denver, most of Northern California, Humboldt, Trinity, Mendocino County. Went to Portland, Oregon one time. Never made up to Washington. Never made it that far up.
Yeah,
Phoenix,
California.
Yeah,
California is as far west as I've been, but And
Yeah,
then the furthest north I've been is Halifax, Nova Scotia, if you want to count
Yeah.
Canada.
That's pretty up there. I mean, that's about as far as you can go, my friend. Oh
Yeah.
my god. But yeah,
So,
no,
yeah,
I mean, like New York is probably as far northeast as I've ever went.
And I mean, yeah, if you want to count my Navy time, then the furthest south I've been is to the Seychelles, which is south of the equator. So little island group that we went to one time.
Yeah, I mean that'd be the cool thing about, I guess, being in the military. You get to see a lot of fucking places, man. I mean,
Yeah,
the benefit.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's free to, well, in a way, go there, but
Yeah, it's free in a way. I mean, they make you pay for it, working, but I mean, like it's
Yeah.
not like you're paying for
but I
vacation.
mean, yeah, and you got to pay for tours if you want to go on a special tour or anything like that. But otherwise, yeah, the
Well, I mean, they get you there for free.
yeah, they get you there for free, and then once you cross, once you go through the Suez Canal, then you are tax free, so you don't have taxes taken out anymore, and then you're considered hazard duty pay too once you go through the Suez Canal. So I mean, you get a bunch of super benefits once you're basically patrolling the area off the coast of Iran and stuff like that. Basically,
Well, I mean, when you're active battle, I mean, doesn't your fucking rank tend to jump up faster too?
well, I mean, basically, they call you get a sea time counter, or is what it's called, and that also gives you extra money. So based on your sea time, which is the amount of time you're on a ship, basically, you get extra for that too. So, and it doesn't take long to get the max on that. I think it's maybe about 6 to 8 years, because I was pretty close, because I had been on 2 different ships, so I was at my.
So does it cap out?
So it caps out after a certain. I think it's around the 8-year mark or something like that. That it caps out. It could be a little bit later than that, because I know I was pretty close to capping out when I had gotten to my 6-year mark on the second ship I was on, because I was on 2 ships each 3 years at a time, and so yeah, I was getting you get paid a lot just for you get paid for seat time, you get paid for hazard duty pay, and then it's tax free. I mean, you are getting mega benefits just for going over there, really. That's the best part of it. And then you get to visit countries that I'll probably never visit. Some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like
Never
I'll
again.
never go to that country again, but it was cool to go. I mean,
yeah, because I've been.
Well,
to Italy.
one of my former bosses was in the Army for 20 years, and he did his time or whatever. And he would find great deals. His thing was finding great deals on like shit he wanted for his house and fucking buying it there. Because, like, for instance, like really masterfully done furniture and amazing crystal is dirt cheap in Germany. So he would buy all his like furniture in Germany and shit and have it shipped back to the fucking US and shit. You get like good deals. Like, I mean, so his like house is full of all these weird, unique things from all the shit that all the countries he went to. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, he actually enjoyed going everywhere. And then he met his wife in Vietnam. So I mean, when he was stationed out there, and then brought her back here or whatnot. So I mean, it was crazy though. But I mean, he has a lot of cool shit in his house from like different parts of the whole country, the world. It's crazy.
Okay, well, I guess I was wrong about the CPAY thing. It caps out at 20 years. So, but still, once you get to, and then it depends on your rank too. Obviously, how much you get paid for it. But yeah, still that's a extra benefit that you get just for being out on a ship. And it doesn't matter if you're out or not, that sea counter is still going. So even when you're in your home port, it's still counting.
Because you're still assigned.
Yeah. So if you're attached to a ship, as part of the crew, then that sea counter starts right then, and then it stops, of course, when you leave. So
Hells yeah.
but yeah, the benefits you get in the military, I guess,
Well, plus the insurance. So I mean, I guess
yeah. Well, at the time, you get free medical for you, yourself, and your family. Basically, obviously the military bases.
Yeah.
If you go on the outside, of course, that will cost extra.
Yeah.
But
But the VA, they all got doctors and stuff like that, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, you got doctors there, and you got to see those doctors, obviously, if you're active duty.
Yeah, you're gonna see them anyway.
Yeah, you got to at least see them before you could get referred to the outside.
I'm sure they're one giving all the physicals and all that shit too. So
yeah, they do all the physicals and everything.
Clear
like
you
that.
to do this, clear you to do that.
So you get all your shots and stuff like that. And then of course you get a housing allowance based on where you're living. So again, that's a ton of money. Extra.
Yeah, I mean, there's complete subdivisions where I live here that are just 100% military.
Yeah.
Houses and blocks and houses, all military.
Yeah.
But they have complete subdivisions set up.
Yeah. Yeah, and usually you can tell just because, most people are patriotic and have the flag out or whatever the case may be,
I'm tired.
Oh, you going to bed?
Yeah.
All right.
But I only lived on base housing one time that I tried it, and I did not like it. So yeah, after that I never lived on base housing ever again. But because you get basically more.
My dad.
Pretty much being in your own housing versus on base housing, and of course the on base housing you do not own. So if you want to actually get a house, you gotta do that off the base, obviously.
Hell, Mr. Lundell, when I had to get the vaccines, it was like a whole bunch at once, just chunk.
Yeah, you feel like shit for the next couple days.
Yeah, vaccinations are usually at least once a year.
Until they make that corona vaccination, then give us all corona.
Yeah. Whenever that happens, I'm sure everybody be having to get that along with the flu shot, I guess. Obviously,
The engineered.
It'd be probably a yearly thing from now on. You gotta get a Cronus vaccine. Well, I don't know how effective it is.
I refuse to take the flu shot now. I won't take any other. Screw that.
Yeah, haven't you watched the last season of X-Files?
No, the only time I took the flu shot, because my doctors both told me I needed it, I got the damn thing and then was sicker than a dog for a week.
Yeah,
that happens with me all the time too. Yeah, it makes me sick, really.
I haven't got a flu shot in years. For about 30 years, I haven't got a flu. Since I was in high school, I haven't got a flu shot. So, I mean, like, I don't know. But I get sick once a year, get over it.
Oh, Oracle Nation. No, actually, we're not the late crew. It's the early crew.
Early late crew.
Yeah, I actually slept. I just got up early.
Oh boy. Yeah, so obviously I gotta start work in about 30 minutes here. But
yeah, I gotta go sleep in a couple hours. Wake up before 3 o'clock. Head off into pizza delivery land. Deliver pizzas to the rich and famous or the spring breakers.
Sloppy Joe, the sloppy Joe, baby. There's a sloppy. No, wait a minute. That's Adam Sandler. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a good song though.
Lunch Lady Land.
5 hours. I usually sleep about 6 hours.
That's about what I got, Jeff. Was about
I
5
usually get about
hours.
6 hours a night.
Yeah,
I'm good.
that's about what I get. About 5 to 6 if I'm lucky.
But if I sleep past that, my body will be like, dude, wake up. It's like, I don't know. That's from years and years of management. Just fucking sleeping with one eye open because the phone's going to ring and your store is burning down.
Now everybody's going to hear why I was on mute, because this is what it sounds like when I'm making a cigarette.
The pop. Oh, you've got an automatic one.
Oh yeah, I got an automatic one. I got tired of doing the hand crank one. I was like, screw it, I'm getting an automatic.
The tops one's the best, where you're just like blam, 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 blam.
I got the tops hand crank one, the big old heavy thing, but I was like, damn, I need something that's quicker, and this little power thing works good.
Yeah. So instead of basketball March Madness, we got this coronavirus March Madness instead, right?
2020 has been a fucked up year so far. Not gonna lie. I mean, some serious shit has happened in the last 3 fucking months, dude. I mean, it's like, oh my lord, fucking Australia on fire, fucking this, fuck, I mean, like all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah, but the golfers are still going.
Yeah, but just without fans, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, the View and the show, The View, is supposed to go live still without anybody in the audience.
Yeah, Orville, I uploaded a music video this morning. I threw it over in your Twitter group for you to watch. And as soon as I uploaded it, they went after it. Of course, I'm fighting it because it is a parody. It's not the original song.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I was able to watch it. So.
Personally, to me, thank God. I mean, but I mean, like the shit is seriously going down. Knock on particle board.
Yeah, I think they'll probably close all the schools if they haven't already.
Well, I mean, our school, my son's school is like, hey, if they're sick, don't send them in.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just close school pretty soon here.
Well, I mean, anybody's sickness for anything, just because it'd be hard to detect on top of another sickness. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to mingle sickness with sickness. So I mean, it's like, so for people who are truly infected, I mean, the symptoms are same flu, and then some people don't get the symptoms at all. So I mean, it's a really weird situation. I mean, there's people out there that don't even surface symptoms and have it, and are just fucking carrying it, but their body is just processing it, and there's people out there who are just fucking I guess the biggest worry are the people who are immune deficient or have immune deficiencies, and the elderly. So I mean, and the newborn baby lived through it. So I mean, if a baby can live through it, it took 15 days, they said, for the virus to go through the baby's system, but you can't give nothing to a baby, so I mean, it's just that their bodies won't process it. So they waited it out, and the baby survived after 15 days. So, I mean, that gives you hope that, for at least for the kids, that if a baby could survive it,
Well, part of it is there's no way to measure how small of a dose they'd have to give. It would have to be minuscule, because anything close to what we would get would kill a baby.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, they tell you, I mean, like, even when he was little and fucking sick, it fucking broke my heart. I couldn't do shit about it, but let him survive it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like be there with him and stuff like that. And then I've taken him to the doctor his whole life. And it wasn't until later where I was like, oh, I can give him medicine and stuff like that, but still even in small doses. But the cool thing about children's medicine, that if you do have a headache, children's medication works faster than adult medication.
Absolutely.
So I mean, if I had a headache, dude, I'd be like, your headache be gone so quick. But it acts so much faster. And it's not as strong, but it acts faster. So it's like instant headache removal. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's frightening, because, like I said, when they're that young, you can't give them shit, fucking nothing. I'm glad I can give them like a normal dose now, or an aspirin. And But it was fucking frightening watching him as he was sick when he was younger. It's like you can't do nothing for him. And I feel for those parents that had that baby and had to fucking sit there those 15 grueling fucking days, man, and fucking wonder if their kid's gonna make it or not. You know, I mean, that's heart wrenching. You know, but I mean that he did. You know, God bless. You know, I mean, fuck. I couldn't even fucking imagine. But I think likely everybody's going to be exposed to it at one point. And whether the severity of it, you know, or how we take care of it, because I think our medical technology is a little better than most countries and our health standards, especially the third world countries. So, I mean, we might have a better chance of fighting in here, but likely I think everybody's going to get affected at one point. And that's probably worst case scenario. And hopefully by then, one of these 12-year-old scientists will fucking come up with a cure.
I like how the doctors are all saying, just wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. That's about all they're saying.
Well, I mean, antibacterial doesn't mean antiviral.
No, exactly.
And I don't know why people do this. Like I said, there's a lot of idiots in this world, dude. You know, he's even like I said, the steep decline in Corona beer sales. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the stock drop of Corona beer is a direct indicator that there's a lot of stupid people on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, Corona beer? I'm not drinking that shit.
You seen the new name for this virus that they're calling it on Twitter now from the youngsters?
What is it?
Boomer remover.
Boomer remover. Boomer remover.
Because it's going to kill off all the old people that they can't stand anymore.
Maybe that was the plan. Maybe the Chinese were trying to localize a biogenic, you know, weapon for older men that weren't following along with the regime or whatever that's going on, because they're always fucking fighting against each other there. I mean, shit is crazy in China, man. And maybe this was their way of trying to silence them. I don't know. Who knows? God knows. But my guess is they were fucking around in the lab somewhere trying to make a weapon, and they fucked up. And we're kind of dealing with that. That's my guess.
They screwed up where it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
I mean, Italy's probably taking the worst of it right now. I mean, Italy.
There's
they're
video
like
on Facebook.
10%
Some actor in Italy, he's been locked up in his house for days with his dead sister because they won't come remove the bodies.
Yeah, I mean, they have almost an 8% mortality rate. I mean, out of this so far, so they are getting hit the worst. But then again, you know what I'm saying? Those countries are small, man. I mean, compared to American cities, you can fit like fucking 3 of these countries population-wise into New York or Chicago. So, I mean, there's just not that many people in that fucking whole country, you know what I'm saying? But they cross countries like we cross states. So, I mean, it's a whole different game over there, you know what I'm saying? And it's I can see where a lot of people would have got through, but I think the ones that are probably going to take the worst end of it are probably Russia and China, and just because they share a border. So, I mean, there's a lot of Chinese refugees in Russia, per se. Like, we get Hispanic from Mexico, like Russia gets Chinese the same way because they're just on the border. So, I mean, a lot of Russians I know actually know Chinese, which is kind of crazy. It's strange. But yeah, it's just because the countries are so close in proximity. But I think those two are probably going to be hit the worst because they have a huge land mass, and once it spreads, and maybe the bigger cities like St. Petersburg or whatnot might take a huge hit from it. But like I said, right now as it stands, Italy's the one that's fucking taking the fucking worst.
Yeah, but see, we're not hearing any news out of Russia, so we don't know exactly what's going on there.
Yeah, they won't tell us. They have no obligation to tell us. Either is China. I mean, China is, because they're the ones that started this. They've been really tight-lipped and lying left and right, because it's like, yeah, guys, we fucked up. We're not going to admit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we fucked up, you know. But even on Twitter, if you look at I mean, one of the best channels to follow on YouTube is No Agenda TV, and that dude is amazing. Steve Lookner. Oh my God, he is 100% on it. He will give you statistics, go hunt shit down, live stream, and his channel does really well. But I mean, he is any breaking news, anything that's big, Steve Lookner is all over the thing, and he's not following like the bigger news stories from the controlled media per se. So I mean, but if you want like updates and like great updates, where dudes Steve Lookner, No Agenda TV on YouTube, one of the best channels. I've been watching him for years.
Actually, you can tell how bad it is in China though, because the satellites keep flying over, taking pictures of like the output of the CO2 levels and stuff, and it's dropped way down. There's nothing running over there.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. Yeah, Jimmy Dore is good too, Mr. Miles. He's a good guy. I just like Steve because he is the fuck on it, dude. I mean, he is seriously on it. And it's like every fucking thing. Elections, coronavirus. He used to give the death toll, but they made him take off the death toll.
Yeah, see, you can't mention that word if you're monetized.
Yeah, but he was probably getting
no.
right. I mean, it was probably really bad the way he was getting hit. But he's got a lot of Patreon supporters, and his channel's huge. So I mean,
Pool, and he says his channels, they'll throttle all his videos if he tries to mention it.
And he's doing straight news coverage on it. And he had death counts, like an actual death count per video he did. But like I said, they made him take off the death count. So now he's only got cases infected. And if I look back today, I think it's up to 140,000. So but he was fucking on Twitter earlier, and I seen a message by him, and it was like China was lying. China was lying. China was lying. And fucking like I guess they released some new numbers to China. China was completely just fucking like just lied about the whole situation. I don't know. So see how that turns out.
Well, Mr. Miles, what about people killing people in games? They're fake. They're not real people, so they don't count.
Well, I seen a Facebook story earlier, and it was fucking hilarious. It was like nerds wake up in utopia because everyone's forced to stay inside. Sports are canceled, and social interaction is forbidden. And one dude in the article was like, "I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. I've been training for this moment." Everybody stay inside, play video games, and like fucking showed a picture of a dude on League of Legends. Like it's like nerds have been preparing for this their whole life.
You know, this is one time that I think Peacock will have wished they had got their streaming service started a little sooner, because they're going to be having
doors. I feel coming real soon. So that's just my guess and my take on it. Because I mean, just look how this escalated in a week. You know, we were just like, yeah, coronavirus, it's there now. Now everybody's like, shut the world down. Holy fuck. NBA, we can't have any games. Fucking Disney, cancel those movies. You know, like theme parks, everything shut down. But it's gotten quite crazy just in a week.
Yeah, don't try going to the store to get toilet paper.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I mean, Orville Nation, I don't have to worry about super chats right now because I still don't even have 1,000 subs.
Yeah, you can't get 1,000.
Yay.
You can't have 1,000.
I'm still small potato.
When Sci-Fi is going to get on his stuff when he finally gets his equipment going.
I've actually been stuck at 345 subs for about a month and a half now.
Yeah, I just broke 200. I think I'm like 205 or some shit. I don't know. I'm getting up there eventually. I just got to redo all this shit so I can access it easier and produce videos faster. So I'm just kind of going through all my basic shit again and setting everything up. My shit before was kind of a mess because it was my first take on it. So I went through my whole hard drive and organized everything the way it should be. Added the shit that I needed to add that wasn't there, like stuff for Farscape and Andromeda and the Killjoy.
Yes, Richie, I'm a small potato.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only at 44, so, you know.
Yeah, I only have like 200 Mr. Miles. Only 205 or some shit. I haven't looked in a while.
Then again, I only had like 180 some right before New Year's Eve. I got a big push from Captain Foley.
Yeah, I mean, every time Foley goes live, I mean, I'll throw a super chat in there and I'll get a couple subscribers off it. Sometimes it's like I'll get 10 subscribers and it only shows up like 5. I'm like, YouTube, okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised I have 76 and I had what? How?
Yes,
Why?
Mr. Miles, I'm one of those 125
That's what I'm
subs.
saying. Like one of these people, there's gonna be like that one dude like Sith. Sith's got like he's up there too. And it's like I wonder if you can just get everybody to sub to a person that's not even a channel that has no content and say if they put out one video if they can get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like save up all those subs and then just put out your first video and then like blam, you know, get fucking monetized right the fuck off the bat. You know, like,
That don't work. So you'd have to have a hell of a lot of subs to get that 4,000 hour count.
Yeah.
But it would be funny if there's like a channel out there that's just like a watcher channel or maybe like an admin for a chat. And all his subs were just like friends and shit. You know what I mean? We'll be at 1K before. I hope so, BJ.
I'm just trying to make 400 by my birthday.
What is your birthday?
Towards
Tomorrow.
the end of April. No, towards the end of April.
So around Anti-Tracker.
I'm 4 days after Anti-Tracker.
My Anti-Tracker has got my great-grandmother's birthday and Hitler's birthday.
And he likes it because it's 420.
Yeah, my great-grandmother was born 420-08, and she died 4/16/08. Almost 100. 4 days from 100.
Wow.
Almost made it. It was really close. But in that time, and living in Chicago, and my grandmother's whole 100 years of life, the Cubs won the fucking pennant in the World Series 3 months before my grandmother was born. And in her whole 100 years of life, she never seen the Cubs win again.
That's
Well, think of it this way. A few of those extra days would have been leap year days. So she was actually could have been over 100 if it weren't for leap year days.
That's true. That's true.
well, at least I know I've seen the Cubs win at least once.
Right?
Time.
It took 108 years, but hey, they did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean it's crazy, man. Like when all that shit went down, they're like that one kid. They did a spotlight on this one kid, and he was like, it was like 1997 yearbook or something. He wrote, "Congratulations, 2016 Cubs," and it came true. And they fucking went to hunt this kid down because he wrote it in his yearbook like 20 years prior and shit, and like predicted the future and shit. He just randomly wrote it. He's like, "Congratulations, World Series Cubs 2016," and then they fucking win in 2016.
I mean, yeah, Back to the Future was pretty close to guessing that too, right?
Right? Got fucking RoboCop making him cigarettes over there and shit.
Yeah, because they were just
Got
1
to
year.
hit the damn mute button. I didn't hit the mute button. I'm sorry.
Doesn't bother me.
Cigarette DJ, do you want another?
Hey, it's a hell of a lot better when I can make 2 cartons for $20 instead of spending 70 for one.
That's how I did it when I was up there. I'd get the fucking big ass box to pay. I had the tops rolling machine and 3 cartons of fucking tubes and just fucking roll shitload and put them in a fucking container and just smoke at will. But we had people in the south side, like in the deep west side, just doing that and selling the cigarettes on the street for fucking money. It like fucking like 25, 50 cents a cigarette. People are happy to fucking pay that shit because it's like $20 a pack. So, I mean, they were making good money. They still are probably.
I'll have to go over and check that out, Orville. Popcorn the Planet.
Popcorn Planet.
I hear Popcorn Planet and the damn song Popcorn pops into my head. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's just the DJ side of me. I'm sorry.
Chief Miles, the engineer. The broken transmission.
Well, I
Talking
kind of
about Mass Effect. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I can get Wesley and these guys on Galactic Civilizations 3. And if we can get a bunch of people playing Galactic Civilizations, that would be awesome. It is a very fun game. And you can play as pretty much any sci-fi faction. I mean, they have everybody from Warhammer to Star Trek to Stargate to every sci-fi franchise. Scarin from Farscape, they're all there. You can download them as playable races and play against each other. So if you want, and the cool thing is they also have all their ships. People have made all this stuff on Steam Workshop, and they have modeled 3D ships, and so every faction has got their actual ships from the show. So if you pick the UFP, you have like the Intrepid, the Defiant, the Galaxy class, the Oberth. There's every fucking Star Trek ship. All the shuttles, you can use them in different ways. And if you're the Borg, you get the Borg cube, the Borg sphere. You can play as the Dalek. You can play as fucking some of the Mass Effects races. You can play as the Scarin from Farscape, the Centauri Republic from fucking Battlefield or Babylon 5, and the Shadows and the Vorlon as well. So I mean, like these people have come together on this game and pretty much made every faction conceivable with their ships. So when you pick a faction and you go in against, and it's a multiplayer, it's a turn-based strategy 4X is what they call it. And it's a tile-based strategy game. So everybody gets a turn. Then when your turn's over, the next person does their turn and so on and so forth. But when the ships actually battle each other, it goes into a scene where you can actually see the 3D models actually fucking fight it out, dude. So you can put the Defiant against like a Borg cube and watch them just fucking tangle, dude. It's awesome. It's so badass. But yeah, I was trying to get Wesley and them on it. So I mean, it's a great game. It's such a fucking fun game.
Yeah, I mean, Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion has a bunch of mods.
Yeah, same company. Yeah, you have to use the launcher to get to Sins of a Solar Rebellion, but the same company made Galactic Civilizations.
Yeah.
And, but I mean, it's such a great game, especially multiplayer. And you don't have to finish the game right then and there. You can just come back to it. So I mean, but getting like 8 to 10 people together and just fucking duke it out, pick a faction and duke it out, and generate a random map. It'd be so much fun. It would be so.
How hard is that on the system?
Very. It depends on the size of the map.
Yeah, it can crash if you pick the biggest map. It'll crash after probably.
Oh yes, unless your system's beefy. But I might be able to run it off my system, in which case we'll have no problem. I mean, I've got 64 gigabytes of memory. I've got fucking 16 cores. So I mean, 2080 Ti. So if anything, we could probably run it off my system if they let it do that, and my system will be able to handle pretty much any map that we can fucking throw at it. But it does get memory intensive, and as the game, it just retends because when you start getting into most games last about 100 to 200 turns. But I mean, the bigger the map, the more space you get to things. So some games will go upwards 400 turns, but it's just the memory of that game. And the more turns, I mean, when you start getting to like 400, the game does get pretty fucking slow. And though the AI gets slow, but I don't know, it's not really that bad for human players because we're making decisions and the AI's got to fucking control all the other factions. So it might be different for just all players, but it's a lot of fun, dude. And it shouldn't be that bad on the system normally. But like I said, when you start getting up there in maps, yeah, it's great. Yes, it does. Actually, Mr. Miles, go to the workshop. You can see everything it has, dude. People make ships for it every day. They're still making ships for it. You can fly around. They even have the Brotherhood of Steel from Fallout 4, and you can fly around as their little helicopters in the game as spaceships. The vertibirds, yeah, they have vertibirds as spaceships, so you can fly around and attack people with vertibirds. It's great, dude. It's so fucking awesome. I mean, the people have done such a great job modeling all these ships that, like, you know, you download the Romulans, you get all the Romulan vessels. You download the Borg, you get all the Borg vessels. You download the Dominion, you get all the Dominion vessels. And that's for every sci-fi. All the Mass Effects races, Mr. Miles, they're in there. So you get all their ships, too, from Mass Effect. You also, there's a customization thing where you can build your own ships. And so I mean that's why people are building all these models of different sci-fi ships. But it's fucking amazing. It really is such an amazing game. People put a lot of time and work into it.
All right, I'm gonna jump off because I gotta get started with my work in about 5 minutes here. But thanks.
I told you, Mr. Miles. Yeah.
Well, you have a good day.
Yeah, Mr. Sci, you have a good day. The sci-fi.
You do have a good day and be safe.
All right, thanks.
Yes, Mr. Miles. It does have the Daedalus. And it has the whole faction. So I mean it'd be like the Earth or whatever. And even in Babylon 5, they got the Earth Defense Force in Babylon 5, commanded by Sheridan, the Satari Republic. They've got them all, dude. I mean, it's ridiculous. You could take the Shadows versus the Borg versus the Dominion versus the fucking Star Wars Galactic Empire versus the UFP and have all their ships go against each other. I just answered your question.
I know, but it's all the time frames off. So,
Oh,
he'll ask the question and it takes like 30 seconds before we get it.
oh yeah. But yeah, Mr. Miles, okay. Yeah, go to the Steam Workshop for Galactic Civilizations 3. You can download every one of those fucking factions. Then there's ones that people just made up. But they did a really good job. I mean, the Romulans, everybody's in there. The Klingon Empire, they have the old UFP and a new UFP. So you have the Kirk UFP and then you have the Picard UFP. So one gets all the fucking old Constellation class fucking ships from back in the day, and one gets all the new vessels, and then they have one that combines them both. So I mean, people have put a lot of time and effort into this game, especially the modders and the modeling community. Yeah, you can do Federation versus the Galactic Empire. You can do any of those factions versus the other. So you can have the Shadows versus the Dominion versus the Borg versus the Centauri, and everybody just picks a faction and goes. And you get all the ships. And how it's set up is like you have like an editor for your faction. So you can go and they have like a couple different tiers of ships as you get stronger. And at the last tier is like tier 5, where you start getting like capital ships. So you can actually change the models of each of these ships to what you want. So you can make the Defiant the 3rd or 4th level attack ship, or an Intrepid, or make it the Death Star if you want. They have the Death Star in there. You can put a Death Star versus a Borg cube. They even have a giant Dalek. Like fucking just giant Dalek as a ship. Yeah, Galactic Civilization 3, Mr. Miles. Yes.
Do you mean Dalek?
Dalek. I'm not a Whovian, whatever. So, I mean,
that's what I want to do. I want to find a whole bunch of Whovians and have just a Whovian stream one day. But
that's another thing. From now on, we're going to be calling Wesley Crusher Jim Whovian.
Jim Whovian.
Okay, so why are we doing that?
Well,
yeah,
he prefers to be called
Sharmar.
He prefers to be called Jim, and he's a Whovian.
Well, that's weird because my real name is James and I'm a Whovian.
Bro, that is like...
And then you got Cinnabon Bunny. His name is James too.
Yeah, all fucking Jims, dude. I mean, it's like fucking, hey, Jim, and like 5 people are like, hey.
Well, that would be like if I used my name. Too many people use it, so it's like, I don't even mention it.
Right? You know, I mean, it's like, I mean, everybody's got to have a wing, their fucking wing name or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way you can identify all these people. Like, oh, Cinnabon.
Yeah, because if you said Jim,
everybody would answer.
Not me. I don't answer to Jim. I do not answer to that.
DJ,
my father.
Okay, D. Jody, thank you.
Oh, here we go with the damn D. Jody shit.
Sure, more. You can actually take that. They have the borderline planet killer. Someone's made it already, and yes, you can actually take it against the Death Star. So I mean, that's why the game is epic. It is so much fun. But I want to get like 8 of us or 10 of us to big fucking huge battle and just go at it.
Joey, are you still listening to us? I don't know if Joey's still here or not. Richie Poole says, DJ Odyssey, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube, Jim Hoovian. Oh, there he is. Hi, Bird. We're just checking to see if you're still here.
Kapla.
That's all, Bird. We're just checking to see if you're still here.
Remember, Ensign's Island, better than Kuroga.
What video are you working on today, Bird?
Yeah, Jeff, I played GC2 and it's nothing. I mean, GC3 is way better. And I out of all the space sci-fi games that I've played, I would say Galactic Civilization is probably the best one if you want to play multiplayer, if you just want to play single player. I mean, it's great. My second favorite would probably be Endless Space 2. But Endless Space 2 has got more of an RPG element to it. So things are already set up for you. You can't just go make a faction. The factions are already there, and there's a huge story behind each one and why they're in this galaxy fighting each other. So, I mean, you kind of played out like an RPG, but it's also multiplayer. But each faction's got like a weird special ability. So you kind of have to work with each faction's special ability basically to fight each other faction. Where Galactic Civilizations 3, it's so customizable. I mean, just from the ships, the modeling, the factions, but in the game's actual program files, in the INI files, in the program files, you can change the values in any one of those notepads and affect the game. You can put new UIs in the game just by changing what's on the notepad, make new powers, make new races, make new everything. And it's all customizable. So, I mean, you can change any value in the game, like, say, your normal star base, because you get star bases and they kind of extend your area. And star bases kind of, some of them are made up for defense, some of them are made for mining and collecting material. So, but you can only have a certain range. They only have a certain range around them. You can increase that range by just going to program files and changing the value and making it to whatever you want. So, I mean, it's super customizable. I mean, there's just so much with it. And Stellaris, okay. Stellaris was all right, but it's very bland and very washed down. And even their Star Trek mod, which is called Horizons, is all right, but it's still very bland and very basic. So, I mean, I didn't like Stellaris as much as the other two.
Mr. Miles just bought Galactic Civilization 3.
Yeah, but you're playing vanilla, Mr. Miles. I think you have to get, there's 2 or 3 down DLCs. I got to get the last one too, but I just reinstalled it on my system. Yeah, it's dirt cheap now. But like I said, it's my favorite out of all the space sci-fi, basically 4X genres. I mean, I played Master of Orion, Sins of a Solar Empire, most of those. And there is nothing like Gal Civ 3. Gal Civ 3 is just awesome. I mean, there's just so much to do in the game. Like I said, I want to get everybody on it. I want to get like 12 of us on it. And everybody pick a faction. You pick your favorite faction. We'll have a big-ass war. And fucking just televise this shit. And fucking everybody can get their own turn. Fucking be like, what are you going to do? Who's going to make alliances? And who's going to die?
Well, don't look at me because soon I'll be back out in the farm working. I'll have barely time to make videos for YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in that position right now. But I get those, 4 hours after work to do whatever the fuck I want before I have to go back or whatever. So, I mean, maybe 4 to 6 hours. Sometimes I stretch. Depends how much sleep I want to get. Yeah, the AI takes care of it, Mr. Miles. So when in the game, when a ship attacks another ship, I mean, you'll have, certain icons for certain ships. But when those 2 ships fight, it breaks into a 3D graphical, like, thing of the battle. Like, it opens up the battlefield. You see all the ships in the actual pane fighting each other, and they fly against each other. I mean, it is badass, and it's all just drawn out for you. So, but I mean, I usually turn it off. So, because it's just, it takes a long time for each battle. Then, like, every battle in the game is literally like fucking forever. So, if you don't turn that off. So, I mean, like, literally every time you get into battle, it's like this big, drawn out, huge sequence of these ships fighting. And it's cool. Yeah, for visuals, absolutely. You can definitely probably use it for
videos online of all these battles cross series and stuff doing it. I wonder if that's what they're using.
Maybe that could be a Gal Civ 3 would be a great tool for that because, like I said, you can do that. Absolutely. Just fucking put them in the game or pick that faction that's all downloadable and just put it in the game and just pit it against each other. And you can actually film that battle. You can OBS it, I'm sure. No problem. And it's pretty good. Yeah, I never really thought of that, Mr. Miles, but it's a good idea. You absolutely can do that. So if you want to say like, well, we're going to take the Defiant against the Death Star, and actually do that. And all you have to do in game, I mean, the model is just a model. It doesn't determine the strength of the ship. So, I mean, like you can make the Defiant like a shuttle and fucking take it against the Death Star. And you can make a Death Star shuttle if you want, the shuttle class. And then, just fucking annihilate it. But, yeah, I mean, depending on the loadout you have too, because there's 3 types of weapons, basically kinetic, energy, and what the fuck is the third one I'm fucking missing? I'm missing one other. But that's what your ship will fire. And one type of weapon is weak against another. So you'll have shields for like pulse energy weapons, and you'll have armor for kinetic weapons to defend against kinetic weapons. So say if your enemy, went the kinetic route and you want to survive their attacks, you should probably go with the armor route on your ships to defend against their attacks. But say if they attack you, you're going to have the advantage, and you just got to hope that, what you're attacking with is not objective to their armor, basically. But it's a fun game, man. I mean, like, as far as customization, all the ships, but yeah, that's actually the brilliant fucking idea, to be honest with you, because they do all the modeling right there for you. So I mean, but it's just fun to watch. It is. I mean, every once in a while I'll sit there and watch battles. But I said, when you're playing like a 400 turn game, and you've got like 15 factions on the screen, and you get 15 turns, and to watch everybody's fucking battles, dude, it gets fucking old quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not a short sequence. It just they all go into the field and they go at it until the ships fucking, and every ship's got a purpose. So you'll have your swarmer ships, you'll have your, your backup capital ships, your main attack ships, and
excuse me, Mr. Miles, I don't owe you any money because this wasn't my idea.
Yeah, I mean, Gal Civ's also last when I bought it was $40, but I mean, with all you can probably there's probably some package you can get all the DLC and shit with it. But I think they just released 2 Star Control factions or whatever, good and evil Star Control factions on it. And then the last DLC is called Retribution. Is the one I don't have yet. But the one before that was Diplomacy, and they totally worked out the diplomacy angle in the game. So you can actually, because diplomacy is huge too. It has benefits, and it has, I mean, there's a lot of things in this game. I mean, it goes on. There's a lot of systems. But yeah, Mr. Miles, I never thought about using the modeling system in it for actual visuals on videos. I mean, that actually is a pretty fucking good idea. You heard it first, Mr. Miles. Pretty fucking good idea.
Yep. So now, if any of us use that idea, Mr. Miles is going to come after us and say, "Hey, it's my idea. You owe me money."
I want 2%, Mr. Miles. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had the idea.
Oh, give it time. Anti-Trucker will claim it's his idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's a brilliant idea because the modeling system is great. I mean, the better your computer is, obviously, the better it's going to look. But
I love giving Anti-Trucker shit.
But I mean, it's a brilliant idea to use the fights because you can pit anything against anything. See, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. See, Mr. Miles, with the respect right there,
Hey, I should get 1% cut because it's my
started the stream. Just because DJ
my damn stream, and I'm the one paying for the Streamlabs to do this, so I should get 1%.
You get 1% of 1%. I don't know. We need Mr. Where's Mr. Lindell? Where's my lawyer? He's gonna have to sort
Where's
this
the
out.
lawyer?
You're gonna have to go to the law offices of Londell and Londell.
And watch it. Bird sitting in here, so he may come for his protection cut.
Right? You gotta protect the stream, bitches.
And hi, Mama Pray.
Yeah, Mama Pray, definitely hi if you're here, if she's in the chat. I know Bert said he was listening.
Yeah, he may have the headphones on.
If
I'm
TJ
not
was like YouTube, he'd offer 50% of it.
I'm not like YouTube, though. I don't give me 50%. I just want my 1%. I'll take my pennies.
Yep, pennies on a dollar. They add up. That's for sure. A penny saved is a penny earned.
I'd be one of them people that takes them half cents that get lost in the filing systems of them big corps and funnel it all to me. And by the time it's all adds up, I got millions.
By the time you retire, you're like, oh, those pennies I saved.
The only thing that would suck is if they delivered to all in pennies.
Well, I mean, funny. There's an Illinois toll road. I had this one dude that got arrested, dude, and he worked on the toll for years, embezzled hundreds of $1,000s in change, and had it all in his house. And the reason he got pulled over is because his bumper was sagging from the weight of all the fucking coins in it. And when the cops pulled him over, it's because his bumper was scraping against the ground as he's driving all this fucking money away. So they open it up and find all this change, find out that he works for the toll fucking system, and they go back to this dude's house and find like $350,000 in fucking like coins, dude, like all through his basement.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And it's all because he, I guess, got greedy. He's like, well, my car can handle it. It's like, dude, buy a van, dude. If you have that much change.
Oh, hell, your lawyer just said I was trying to do a Ponzi scheme. Some bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Best legal counsel, Mr. Londell.
Okay, I'll just stick with my 1% then.
1% of 1%.
No, 1%. I'll be able to pay for this $25 a month running this thing.
As if Dobie doesn't draw enough blood from me.
A big jug of tea.
Yeah, Jeff Franklin, it's probably about, oh, damn. Wow, it's 118 for all the DLC? Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, you don't need all the DLC to play, but I mean, everything up to Intrigue is pretty good. I haven't played Retribution yet, so I don't know what that's like, but everything up to Intrigue is pretty damn awesome, in my opinion. And then Endless Space 2 and some of their expansions. Endless Space 2 is also a very fun game. I had a lot of fun with Endless Space 2. I'm waiting for Galsim 4 or maybe Endless Space 3. Yeah, I've tried it, Mr. But I mean, it's just such a good tool. Photoshop is so great. Plus Audition, and then everything's right there, so I don't have to go and get. Because if I wanted to get a program, I'd probably get Ableton, and I'd have to pay for a license for Ableton, where Audition works pretty good, and it's got a lot of the filters and stuff that I like. A lot of good compression. Yeah, 96, 98. That's probably with all the DLC or whatnot. I think it's asking me for $25 because I got most of it or some shit. There you go.
I guess somebody's rolling more cigarettes again.
Right? Would you like another cigarette, DJ?
I hurried up and rolled 3 packs. So
He's got a fucking vector bot, fucking making them cigarettes and shit.
I just forgot I had the mute on, so I was sitting here.
Ah,
Jesus Christ! Yeah, $100 with all the DLC. Yeah. I'm glad I bought fucking most of it back like 2 years ago. But I just need to buy the one. It's like $25 or something. But if you don't need all the DLC, just the main expansions. Some of the other shit's just fluff and shit, extra stuff that you can probably get in the workshop or people have made. So I mean, all you need is the direct expansions to the game, not like 3 packs. 3 packs, yeah. I mean, that's 3 days for me.
Yeah, it'll last well into tomorrow. As long as I don't do long late night stream shows. And I don't plan on doing a long late night stream show tonight. Unless there's some breaking news that I got to talk about.
Oh, Jeff Franklin, Miles said he got the Steam key from eBay, which is probably a good idea. I haven't checked out the expansion price. So the expansions are probably like $15 a piece around that area. But I think there's only 3 major ones. And then the other DLC is just fluff it, like another couple factions here and there. And like I said, you can download factions straight from the workshop. So, I mean, it's probably shit that you don't need, especially for the purpose you're using it for. I would say just fucking get the main expansions and just download all the models you need. But Mr. Miles has definitely got a good idea there. I mean, I want to see it too because I just reinstalled the game and I'm gonna get the last expansion for it and see how it renders on my computer. Because the computer I had before wasn't nearly as powerful as this. So, and it's a very RAM hungry game, especially when the maps start going up in size. So, I mean, and your AI, and then obviously the more AI you put into it. But sometimes turns would take forever. But I'm just waiting to see how fast this motherfucker burns through those turns and before it starts slowing down.
I was so pissed off at Fallout 4. I bought it all when it was on sale. And the very next week after that, they sold it for even a bigger discount.
Yeah, I mean, the best way with those, man, is just to get the Game of the Year edition. It has all the DLCs in it when they release the Game of the Year edition.
That's what I did. But then the week later, they put it on an even bigger sale. And I was like, what the?
Oh, are you serious? Well, Steam is famous for, like, if you put things in your wish list, like, you'll go back, like, a week later, and ironically, like, half those things are, like, 25 to 50% off just to get you to buy the shit, you know. Steam's no idiot.
It's Captain Trek, and I don't think it's Velcro. I think he's opening up bags of potato chips.
Fuck yeah.
He's keeping paper up.
No, I moved my blanket. Sorry. No, the pain level's a little higher today, so I'm just staying in bed.
Well, there you go. That'll be the next thing Anti-Trucker wants. He'll want to do bed lives.
Yeah, bed lives.
Bed lives. Have somebody else read his super chats.
Bird, you better
He got
copy.
someone else to read his super chats. He got a robot to do that for him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's really getting cheaty now. Get a damn robot to read his shit.
I don't think it is a good idea for Michael Burnham to. Yeah.
Actually, what he ought to do is just go ahead and
British female sexy. British female sexy. Or German female.
See that? Bird just trademarked his bed life.
Bed
I
life.
think next time Anti-Trekker's streaming and he's got that stupid robot thing on, I'm going to send in a super chat that says, I am Anti-Trekker's sex bot. I give him all the pleasure he wants.
You really think I'm a 3D printer? But
You don't know what kind of things I'm printing out when not on air.
right,
No.
it's almost like Klingon. You know what I'm saying? We're like, whoa, for the Empire. It's like,
I think if a whole bunch of us started super chatting them sort of things to him, he'll eventually shut that damn thing off.
How about Death to Kurdistan?
there you go.
If it'll pronounce Kurdistan.
Hashtag me too.
Anti-trucker touched me in an inappropriate way. Hashtag me too.
Oh man, this is so evil. So you should follow DJ Odyssey and
Well, Joe Franklin, it may be blasphemy, but I want to hear the voice say it. See how much Anti-Trucker likes it.
Yeah. He sure likes to say, go after Bird all the time. It's time for him to get some of it right back to him.
And if he's going to have somebody else reading his super chats, why not have it say what we want it to say?
Yep.
unless Bird talks over it.
Yeah. We just won't do it on Picard nights.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
the stream, he's not seeing the super chats or anything, so he's just like blah 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 blah, and then things like it's like, and he's just like, oh, Bird. But yeah, I mean, that's the dangers of having one of those things, because like the people that you have on your show have no fucking clue when it's going off.
Oh, wait a minute.
I was looking at my videos yesterday and I came across one that I edited where Anti-Trex saying he hates Balance of Terror, that it made him sick. It was just as funny as the second time it was then. Ooh. Mr. Miles with that blackmail material.
Richie Poole says hashtag me CPU.
Me iCup.
Yeah, we could have all kinds of fun with his little robot voice.
Are you wearing the red teddy tonight?
Anti-Trekker, please wear the red teddy tonight. It turns me on so much.
That's what I'm saying. It reminds me of fucking The Outer Worlds, dude. The fucking, you get this robot that cleans your ship in the game, and your AI or whatever that runs the ship, fucking, she's like, can you tell Sam to come down? And like, you walk in and the robot's cleaning the ship, and she's like, I've been a dirty navigator, Sam. Clean those circuits. Like, I mean, like, it's like fucking robots talking to each other, and she's getting off, the fucking AI's getting off on this fucking robot that's cleaning her. She's like, I was so dirty.
There's what Bird's up to.
Mike hurts. Mike hurts. Mike Hunt hurts. Mike Hunt hurts. Mike Hunt hurts.
Hurts. Mike Hunt hurts. Mike Hunt hurts. Anyone seen Mike Hunt?
He's winning, yeah. Make her say, hey, Alexa. Oh, a Bird stream. Oh, luckily Bird doesn't do it. Bird, you gotta do it so we can turn on your Alexa and set alarms for like 5 a.m.
What would be something that Bird would really hate music-wise?
I don't know what Bird's music tastes are. I mean, like, I'm pretty open.
Well, we know he likes Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, but he hates Sweet Transvestite. Ricky's like, what?
Must have been a band that I never really paid attention to.
It's from the movie Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that in so long. almost like the Electric Mayhem from the Muppets. Everybody's like, "What's the Muppets band?" The Electric Mayhem.
Animal.
Boink.
The spoon is peanut butter. We're going to make a chocolate mousse. First, we got the chocolate, and then we got to get the mousse. Hey, moosey, 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 moosey. Beep. Spoon is peanut butter. Bork, bork.
Anti-Trekker. Even though I'm not an AI, I have limits. Please do not wear the Princess Leia slave bikini again.
Oh, please, nobody make that. Oh, I don't want to see that picture.
Rabbit hat, dude. The rabbit hat. Fucking every time he wears the rabbit helmet, dude, a puppy dies.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for like Alexander to show up because he like spazzes out over it.
He's probably listening. Alexander, it's probably in the fucking background somewhere listening. Probably got everybody's stream on. Everybody's channel just on fucking refresh.
No, if Alexander was here, he'd be trying to get up on the panel right now.
Yes.
So that's how we know he's not here.
Bird doesn't have a taste in music. He barely knows there's a thing such as music. Someone should compile a parody duet of Frank Sinatra and Freddie Mercury. Bird would love that.
Aberjam, if you're listening, time to write a new song.
The Kroga dance floor anthem.
Let me see.
Showing that Kurogans know how to get down and party. Night Breeze.
Holy shit, Night Breeze is awake at 7:56 a.m.
What's up, Night
Wow.
Breeze?
Usually he don't wake up until like afternoon. He must have to work today. Is that right, Night Breeze? Or did you just wake up to take a leak and grab something to eat and go back to bed?
Everybody's paneling, talking about life stuff and not Picard.
I'd rather talk about something more interesting.
What could be more interesting?
Than Picard?
Anything.
Well, let's see.
These nuts! Oh.
The coronavirus, the
Tried to see
Anything.
the doctor this morning.
Here, Night Breeze. Go watch this.
We
Link
forced
I'm
Bird
reading
into the
you.
Wagner's the ring cycle full libretto.
Go watch that link I just gave you, Night Breeze.
Kuroga virus. Damn Kurogans. Engineering shit they don't understand. In a desperate plot to attack the Turdistani.
Mr. Lundell has an idea. I say we force Bird to listen to Wagner's The Ring Circle. Full.
Wagner. The ring circle. Yeah, dude. I mean,
Okay. I have something to share with
all
you.
4 seasons.
Oh, Captain
Back
Trek
room.
sharing. You know, I gave you a wrench, Captain Trek.
Well, I know that. I just.
Send her binary code. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Miles. Like how they used to crash Ventrolas back in the day.
Let's see.
Like,
No.
We used to like, because Ventrilo would tell who entered. They would, like, this person had entered. But if you put like symbols in there and just spam it, it'd be like bracket, bracket, left bracket, right bracket, 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 left, 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 left bracket, hyphen, 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 Bob, hyphen, hyphen, left bracket, hyphen, has entered the room. Like, and it's like, and you can just totally just spam it forever, dude. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. So you can crash people's Ventrilos. But might work the same way.
Oh.
Like circus music and shit. The COVID Broadway musical, COVID-19.
Oh hell, I'm gonna have to play that on my next radio show.
Yeah, my boss is out with bronchitis too. Strep and bronchitis. Leaving us poor minions to run the store. And then we have the big boss, and they're with us. But he's super cool.
And when are you on again, DJ?
It's a little online radio station. I got it saved in my Discord, and I throw it up on Twitter all the time when I'm on. A little place called Cozy Clan Radio.
Yes.
Of course,
What
I
time?
always told him that name wasn't good.
It
because
sucks.
the original owner's Scottish descent, so he feels like he's part of a Scottish clan. And I said, yeah, but you're from Canada, and that don't kind of go over too well in America because a lot of people kind of think of something else when they hear it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Night breeze. I have chronic bronchitis, COPD. Yeah, that sucks, man. I was carrier for strep throat most of my younger life. I got strep throat almost every year until I was like 18, and then I never got it again. But the doctor was like, "You're a carrier, so you're going to get it every year." I'm like, "Oh, great, that's awesome." But then after I hit like 18 and 19, I never really got it again.
Let me see if I can find any kind of news. Oh. Nope, nothing really exciting going on so far.
Cool.
No new closings, no new pandemic.
No, the boomer remover is still trending.
Boomer remover. When Mr. Miles hears clan, he don't think clan. Probably me either, because I'm a fucking tabletop role player. I mean, I don't know. It's like clan was more like, I don't know, in my childhood, the Foot Clan. I have no clue.
Let's see what else is trending. My music moment. Panic buying is trending.
Of course.
Yeah, I've seen a local Walmart here.
But the Great Cornholio has come for the TP.
Actually, the local Walmart here is finally starting to run out of toilet paper, or at least they were yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, Counter-Strike had clans, Mr. Miles. That's right. I was in a clan. They called Counter-Strike clans. The clans would scrim all the time. Clans were a big thing back in the day. Yeah, panic buying. Like I said, he hid in the shadows for years and years. No one paid attention to him. But the Great Cornholio had returned.
I am the Great Cornholio. Need TP for me, bunghole.
Who's your savior now? Yeah, I mean, we don't have the toilet paper outages here where I'm at. It's just because, I don't know.
Nightbreed said, because he works at the local Walmart, they did run out yesterday, but I went to Save-A-Lot, and they had plenty of toilet paper. But I didn't need any because I still have about 3 rolls.
Yeah, Mr. Miles, I've been playing CSGO too last couple of days. Just because Wesley and them have jumped on. And yeah, I'm ready just to go 1-on-5 against those guys. just fucking me against all of them. I'll just put them on a team and I'll be on another team. I'll just pick them off one by one. Yeah, I mean, I started at 1.3, 1.4 in that area. And played to 1.6, played that for a while, and Source came out. I'd probably spend more time on Source than any of them. And Source is still fun. I still play Source every once in a while. But Source was the game. It was fun. We had our own server. But we had a guy that modded our server. So we'd have like special things that other servers didn't have. And we were a super popular server. And it's cool.
Sci-Fi Nation is awake.
Oh, sci-fi.
And no, it's not a pig wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. I still have Source. Thank you, Steam. Yeah, Source is fun, dude. I mean, and it's funny, like all my older friends that I used to play Source with still play Source. They never jumped to Go. And some of them did for a little bit. And I like both. Go is like the happy medium between 1.6 and Source. 1.6 was fucking hard. I mean, you had to be really fucking good at 1.6. In Counter-Strike, headshots were like you're every day, every fucking time, basically. I mean, it was like so ridiculous. I mean, like I could jump through a level and be like, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, well, I've been up since 3:30. Sci-Fi Nation put out a music video and now doing live streams.
Hard working.
And maybe in about another half hour, I'm going to go to the neighbors and have coffee. So we've almost done 2 hours on live stream already.
Almost 2 hours.
Time flies when you're having fun.
All my extra PC shit behind me. All
Yep.
boxed.
You can send me that video card and
And that's a 980 Ti, and the fucking thing is crazy, dude. I mean, like, it's as big as my 2080 Ti, and I didn't even fucking realize it until I fucking pulled it out, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, damn, this thing is as fucking big as my 2080 Ti. But
I think the most I need right now is a better hard drive. I need an SS.
yeah, I got one of those in the box back there.
I need that, and I think I need better video. And maybe finally,
The only thing you're saying, the only thing you're saving by buying better equipment is time. I mean, your videos will run faster. I mean, most of the shit that you have right now will probably do it. It's just, it's going to take longer. You know, I mean, that's the big thing. Oh, shit.
Yosef's here and says restart the stream.
Restart the stream. Our man from the future is here. Holy
I don't know. Eventually, I'm just gonna get a better computer, but
yeah, that's always an option too. I mean, that works.
because Fallout, even with the setup I got right now, still there's parts that I can't overload because it'll go. Boom. I can't use sim settlement.
Hungry too, dude. So I mean, if you don't have a lot of RAM when you're doing building, unless you're doing building. I mean, if you're doing Fallout, it stresses the CPU out more than if you just go to a settlement and leave it as is. You know what I'm saying? But when you start getting to like settlement building, that's when things start to really slow down.
And that's the weird thing. I can do a lot of hardcore settlement building, just building with the natural stuff. But if I try to use something like sim settlements, that's when it just goes to hell.
Settlements is a fucking mess, dude. Even on my PS, like I was better off without it. I didn't bother keeping it. But people,
I love how it would grow and stuff and build all its own and everything else and how they look. It's just way too intensive, heavy for.
Another one that's really heavy is War of the Commonwealth, and that one is the best mod. I think one of the best mods ever because it just fucking puts thousands of monsters. I mean, every fucking inch of the fucking wasteland is covered in just fucking danger, and it's not even like small.
I do like the Fusion City Rising and the mods like that.
Yeah, I mean those are good too. But yeah,
you get that offshoot.
Increases encounters. That's what the War of Commonwealth does. But I mean, like, as soon as you start the game, there's already shit chasing you. That's how crazy it is. I mean,
it's like I also got like We Are the Minutemen on there.
Yeah, and the Minutemen. I mean, in the War of Commonwealth, you'll have like a group of 20 Minutemen just running around, a group of 20 Triggermen just running around. The Railroad just runs around. The Brotherhood of Steel in full armor just runs around in groups, and these groups fight each other. So you'll like come on a battle, and it'd be like the Brotherhood of Steel versus the Railroad or something, and they'll duke it out. And all you have to do is just wait for them to kill each other, maybe kill off the last few or something, and then go steal all their shit. So I mean,
Guess who woke up?
oh, he's here.
Hi, gentlemen. And I see Alexandra is trying to get in.
He's
I
trying-
heard computer talk. I told myself I need to jump in.
Yeah, we're kind of.
Well, yeah, if you want to, definitely send me a video if you can. I'll render it over here and see how much faster it renders on my machine. But the multi-core counts, I mean, Adobe, I don't know how, but you're using a different system than Adobe, so it might be
Yeah.
better.
All right.
I'm not exactly super worried about the videos part itself. I want to get a really good game system going.
Yeah, I mean, well, you'll probably get a system that does both.
Yeah,
I mean, like your like i9, like his i9, the one I built for my son, will do everything. It's not going to export as fast as my processor with the more
yeah.
cores.
See, I still run the i7, so
You went for the AMD, right?
Yeah, I went for the 3950X. I got the 16 core one.
Okay, so this will render like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, on certain anything that's a tile-based renderer. And
Yeah.
Adobe they're starting to make the engine work better with them, but the engine still, it's not as good as it could be.
All right,
But,
you guys.
Pretty good, Alexander. But if you're running like Blender or any other tile-based renderer, AMD smashes. I mean, smashes those cores because the programs are designed to use all the cores
Yes.
evenly. You know what I'm saying? As where Adobe still doesn't have that ability. And with these new PCs, CPUs, they're just so fucking powerful that you can do anything with them. And basically, software now is the limitation. It's basically if the software can do it or not. So, I mean, for years and years, software engineers have been mainly making single-threaded programs. But in the last year, we've went from 8-core processors to 64-core processors within a year. So now these engineers have to now start developing software to utilize more cores or change the software they have to utilize more cores, which is a big task because, I mean, software's really had it easy. The engineers had it easy when they're only programming with one thread. Or
Yeah, because you can do a program relying on the graphics card or on the CPU. So basically GPU or CPU driven software. Exactly.
Well, as far
And,
as gaming, how it works for gaming, basically 1080p gaming is when you're running at not 2K or above. 1080p gaming stresses out your processor and the graphics card evenly. They run the load evenly. And then when you start rising to 2K and 4K gaming, your processor throttles back and your graphics card takes more.
Yeah, because the graphics card need to work with more pixels. Yeah, exactly, and it's built for it. And that's why you need to eliminate all the bottlenecks that you have in the system, especially.
Your CPU will run at what it's going to run at, but your graphics processor will take all the load. So, I mean, necessarily having a bomb-ass PC doesn't help you as much as having a fast-ass graphics card if you're trying to game above 2K. You know what I'm saying? You can have an i5 and run that 2080 Ti. Oh, dude, there goes another fucking puppy. Dude. Another puppy died.
That's great. That's great.
Look, Alexander loses it when I put that thing on.
Yeah, Mr. Miles, Blender. Yes, Blender. Those programs are designed to use all cores equally, so they run all your cores at the like a 4.2 or 4.3 to carry the load, and more cores help. And in fact, in Blender and Resolve, the more cores you have actually helps you better the frequency. So you're going to get some better results. Upgrade to 5 gigahertz or OC to 5 gigahertz. But right now, OCing is producing diminishing returns because these CPUs are so powerful that, I mean, it's just like it's hard to even pair shit up with it. I mean, basically, all your limitations are software based. So, I mean, when these people start creating software that can use all these threads that all these CPUs have now, it's going to change. But right now, like I said, for the last 20 years, all these software engineers have been programming off of one thread. You know what I'm saying? And then very few games, maybe like 5% of games now even utilize more than one thread. So I mean, your editing programs are where it's going to help make a difference.
Yeah, exactly. Who said it in the chat that editing and Mr. Miles, right? That editing and gaming computers are becoming pretty much close. Yeah, it is, and even it used to be like you need to have you should have a dedicated graphics card for editing, or basically the OpenGL based graphic cards versus the DirectX graphic cards. This difference vanishes basically.
Yeah, I mean, right now you can do pretty much everything on the graphics cards. There you go. Corona, Joseph.
You know what? It's crazy here. It's crazy here.
Guys, what do you think about the game? What do you think about the game Maximum Carnage?
It was a great game. I liked it back in the day for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, I think it came out on.
Yeah. And Super Smash TV.
But yeah, I mean, I got a 2080 Ti, Mr. Miles. So I mean, all these benchmark guides that you see on YouTube, they always use 2080s. They use the best graphics card at the time, and then they do the benchmarks on the CPUs. Yeah. But if you watch all the benchmarks, AMD just smashes Intel all over the fucking face. Some programs, dude. Everything but Adobe, basically, because Adobe hasn't really engineered their software to utilize all that shit yet. But all these, like DaVinci and Blender, they fucking love all these extra cores. So I mean, a lot of them, I said, are taking core coin over frequency. You're getting better performance. So it's a really different game out there now, especially with these like 64 core fucking death CPUs that can run games without a graphics card. I mean, it's kind of fucking ridiculous. I mean,
the new flag of Bunnyland.
Where
I thought it was
the railroad from
Lightning God.
No, it's Minuteman flag.
Is it a Minuteman? Oh, it is the Minuteman flag. I see it. I get the musket. Yeah.
This is I have a Hooters flag at home.
Flag.
It's the best flag. I have the Hooters flag.
Hooters,
I have the Soviet Union flag and the flag. Guys, here they cancel all the events with indoor events with more than 250 people.
Okay, so do you want to hear what's happening here? We in Slovakia, the government yesterday, the prime minister was on TV with the minister of interior, and basically the country is on lockdown here. We have the harshest regulations, the second harshest regulations in the EU. First is Italy, then is us. We have like 21 patients, nothing more. But they, for example, during the weekend, all stores, all shopping centers will be closed. Exception is drugstores, pharmacies, and
gas stations.
Gas stations and grocery stores. Yeah, this can be open. Everything else will be closed. So no jewelry, no cigarettes, nothing. Okay, you can buy tobacco on the gas station, but it's okay.
a huge boost in online shopping coming up real soon.
Yeah. You know what? Even we have like Tesco. I don't know. You know Tesco?
Mm-mm.
No, it's basically Kmart or basic this type of store. They have deliveries as well. They are doing deliveries. It's booked out. Like for the next 10 days, every single slot is booked out.
Joseph, thanks for bringing that.
I'm running as well antivirus on my computer, so that's fine. I should be
fully virally protected. You know, say in case you get your computer gets the COVID.
I don't know. We have the McAfee suite here on the corporate computer, so plus encryption and my corporate notebook is i7 7th generation.
Oh wow.
i7, 16 gig memory, 512 SSD, and the computer runs so slow. It's so sad because of all the security features that the company put on the system.
Yeah, it bogs it down. You need memory for that shit.
CPU is runs. There is one corporate image for everybody. So it's basically sometimes the processor is on 100%, and I'm going crazy with it because when YouTube video on this system, and I have I'm not saying that I have the fastest internet, but it's still 200/20.
Yeah,
which is not bad.
No, that's good.
Sometimes even even YouTube videos start buffering on this one because the system is doing something in the background. It's so sad.
Yeah, like the full scan protection that's going on all the time.
Yeah.
All that shit bogs your system down big time. Norton's probably even worse. But then Norton came out with all those little side programs like lock this and safe this, and I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I use Malwarebytes.
Yeah. You know what? It if it works, and it works. Yeah.
I mean, like, don't go to sites that will potentially fucking give me viruses or click on shit. I don't know. So I mean,
this is weird. Now I'm chatting here with one of my colleagues in German, talking to in English. It's hilarious.
I see Mr. Miles found the boomer remover.
You know what? But have you heard that in Italy they are basically deciding who lives and who dies?
Yeah. It is fucking fierce there, dude.
And I can tell you that I totally understand what is going on here. Everything is closed. Like no social gatherings. Restaurants are closed. You can have open restaurants for people who have to go to work, and so that they get their lunch menus, but they are closing the restaurants in the evenings. Bars are closed. Gaming zones are closed.
Wow.
Hotels are open, but the wellness area needs to be closed. So it's ridiculous. Everything is basically on lockdown. In the office where we are, almost 2,500 people. There were yesterday maybe 200.
That's crazy.
So
yeah, man,
so it's crazy. We have the harshest rules from all the countries around us. Schools are closed, and for next 14 days.
Wow.
They were closed this week, and on Monday they start a new 14-day period. So it looks like until Easter we will be on lockdown.
Wow. I mean, yeah, Italy's got like an 8% death rate right now. So I mean, they're the ones getting hit the hardest by far. And I don't blame it because I have relatives there, and there's like fucking nothing they can do. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of just fucking.
A friend of mine is in Vietnam right now. He went there like 3 weeks ago for holidays, and he was yesterday posting that he's not sure if he should prolong his stay there because it's actually not massively expensive, and he can work from there because.
Makes sense. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You should give him the special whatever he needs for that. I mean,
and the thing is, when you come home from abroad, it doesn't matter. Basically, you just cross the borders, and you are coming home. You have to stay home for 14 days, and the government is basically the borders are closed, so there is border control once again, even in the Schengen space where you have otherwise free movement. And a friend of mine he's working in Bosnia, and he came back yesterday, and he is on a 14-day quarantine.
Wow.
14 days quarantine. He cannot go out. He has to stay at home. And the government said yesterday that they are going to pursue this rule very strictly. They are going to track your mobile phone and everything. They said it.
Well, you look
bluntly.
North Canada.
I got an SMS today from the Ministry of Interior Warning: if you return from abroad, stay at home in a 14-day quarantine. If you break this rule, you will be sanctioned with €1,659 fine. You will be fined with 1659. Yeah, so they are not messing around.
Shit like that, what, $1,800 or something American?
Something like this, 1800 probably, around this.
And I seen old Trudeau's wife is tested positive, so he's under lockdown now.
Yeah, Trudeau, I heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, she got tested. But yeah, I mean, the shit's going crazy everywhere, and because that one NFL player got, or the NBA player got, they quarantined the whole.
I hope that.
And of course, lots of hoaxes are
I hope
making
that
the
in
round.
Prague. I hope that in Prague.
Well, I mean, the problem is serious in Italy. I mean, it is fucking 100% fucking serious.
Yeah.
They have the highest deaths out of everybody, I think.
That's
I hope that in Prague, guys. I hope that in Prague, Captain Nemo is not close.
Who?
I don't know. I can't understand because he's making so much noise. With his
Alexander, you are making a lot of noise with the bag, and your voice is cracking up. So, yeah. So I would turn off the camera because the bandwidth that you have is probably will be better.
We don't
I
want
hope Captain Nemo is not close.
What?
Captain Nemo. Captain Nemo.
Captain Nemo?
Yes, Captain Nemo in Prague. I hope it isn't closed.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, they hopes Captain Nemo doesn't close.
Yes, because Captain Nemo is a good bar.
Oh, Captain Nemo is the bar.
No, trust me, it is closed.
And the bar Captain Nemo. The bar Captain Nemo in Prague is a really good bar. This is a hooker bar.
A hooker bar?
Well, no wonder Alexander was there.
I mean, like, you're expecting us to know
to keep it.
Man, I'm pissed at
Nemo's Alexander.
God damn it, Nemo's fucking the hooker bar fucking closed when I need it to be open.
Alexander's done too much Momo challenge, and
Yes, it's a very important place because it keeps. No, I never did that. Okay, and I will never do that. And guys, don't do it. Hey, please. You can listen to Momo Land, the band, the hip-hop band, Momo Land. That's fine. You can. It's not linked to the Momo challenge, but don't do the Momo challenge.
Well, at least we know to go to when we have a new challenge to try out. I mean, I'm glad you escaped the Tide Pod challenge.
That's disgusting.
Challenge.
I'm against that too.
You know what? The Tide Pods, even when you touch them, they are disgusting.
All kind of challenge.
But on that note,
the Tide Pod challenge is disgusting, but the Momo challenge, this is dangerous. I mean, and if you are not sure, if you don't believe me, you have just to send a guy from California with a condition to do it. You'll test and you'll see the results. But it's not a big risk, so that's fine. But all the other people don't do it.
Most of the challenges are dangerous. Even Pokemon Go is dangerous.
The ice bucket challenge was not dangerous, but I didn't do it. But that's not dangerous. That challenge was.
You didn't do the Tide Pod challenge. I'm glad you didn't do that.
No.
When there was this ice bucket challenge, I decided to take a different route. At the time I was delivering some product trainings and sales trainings in Poland, and in Poland there is one very famous kind of what is it called? Like chocolates.
Oh, okay.
like small chocolates, and basically they don't export it very much. It's like candy, I would say. It's a soft candy, milky chocolatey, and it's very, very tasty. And so I bought like maybe 10 pounds of it. And what I did, I was collecting money for those chocolates for animal shelter at the time. So I did candy challenge, and in the office. And I can tell you, within 2 days I collected something like €300,
Oh wow.
which was nice because I was just in the office, and I put it on my Facebook as a short video, and people were just stopping by. They gave me money, and they took few of those small chocolates. It was very nice, yeah. And then of course I posted everything with all the money, a video how I sent it to the shelter. They were very thankful. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's better than some
I want
getting smashed in the face with a bucket.
I want to say that I agree with Mr. Lundell Groovy Movies. Jonah Hex is a masterpiece. I agree with him. But I wanted to say something else very important, because I never speak for nothing. I always say things that are really important, guys. You know that. If you want to do the seafood challenge, okay, like the seafood queen. Maybe you don't know the seafood queen. She's from China. She's eating a lot of seafood. Nobody eats seafood like her. She even broke the crabs on her front because she's really good. She take the crab on her skull and she broke the crab on her skull. Nobody else do that. I mean, this is really a great talent. So if you want to do that, that's fair. You can eat a lot of seafood. This is healthy. Seafood is good. But this is not linked to the Momo challenge, because the seafood, the seafood, the queen of seafood, she's Chinese, but and the Momo challenge looked to be from Japan. So there are no link between them. If you need a link to see the queen of seafood, I can send you a link. This is on.
I'm just wondering, where do you come with all those? Where do you come with all those ideas?
Right. I mean, like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, holy shit. Oh my god, it's
Alexander has a lot of time on YouTube, so
dude, a lot of time to even think about it. I was like, seafood challenge.
Yeah, what I see, I eat. Yes.
But I'm
Seafood
going to
challenge.
go
I
now,
see.
folks, because I got other things to do this morning, and
You bastard! How dare you?
I know it. The hell, we've been on for over 2 hours. It's a good stream.
Yeah, it's definitely.
2 hours, 18 minutes, and 20 seconds now.
2 horas, días,
But thank you for all coming, and
segundos.
try to be safe and try to get some rest for some of those that haven't been to sleep yet. And
Yeah, I gotta go to bed here in about a half hour.
Yeah.
I gotta wake up at 3 to go to work.
Yeah. If I went to bed right now and wake up at
Guys,
3, it would be
before
28
to-
minutes.
and importantly, remember, come up with some really good super chat ideas for Anti-Trekker. Let's give that robot a workout.
Dude, yeah, we're gonna fuck with the robot. We're gonna like make it read binary code and shit. Like put 1001001.
Guys, I will give you.
You know what would be surprising if it
Guys,
translated
as a
from
wrench,
binary.
I can send the link.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Well,
like, someone said what, like, I was like, or someone said in the chat was just like basically, act like the 3D printer, like act like you're a 3D printer talking. Like, you may think I'm a 3D printer, Anti-Trekker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a 3D printer, but please don't wear the bikini again, or the latest bikini again, or some shit. Fucking oh my god. But yeah, I mean, people have come up with all sorts of crazy ideas for the.
Hey guys, I want.
Okay.
I wanted to say something to you before that we live the wonderful the wonderful stream of DGIDC where I'm a wrench, and when I'm very proud to be a wrench, by the way. And as a wrench, I have the ability to send address URL address. So I send to you and this is very important. At least you need to watch one of them. This is like a video of the Queen of Seafood. So you can go see the Queen of Seafood and how she's eating seafood. This is a very special talent she has. Nobody is able to eat seafood like her. So you can take the URL and go watch the Queen of Seafood eating seafood. You'll see it's very interesting. And I hope you'll never miss the opportunity to watch the Queen of Seafood eating.
Wow.
It's more disgusting than the
Watched like 5 seconds of the Queen of Seafood.
Dr. Pimple.
I'm fucking done after 5 seconds of the Queen of Seafood. I watched literally 5 seconds of it.
And on that note, we're out of here. Good night.
Good night.
Because it's the moment
Queen of